Now, first yod, first vav verbs in Hiphil. This is a little different. You've seen something like this before, so don't get too thrown off. But in some of the first yod verbs in the Hiphil perfect, when the hey prefix is added, instead of the first yod, that first root consonant of yod remaining, it's going to revert to a vav. Now we've said before that Hebrew has no first vav roots. Any root that in Proto-Semitic was first vav, in Hebrew has become first yod. And this is a case of that original vav reappearing. So in the call for the verb yashav, to sit or to dwell, that first yod probably originally was a vav, and so when this verb is in the Hiphil form, you're going to see hoshiv. So instead of what you might expect, like hishiv with a yod, the yod of the first root consonant there, it reverts back to a vav, and it's not a vav as a consonant, it's a vav as a vowel. So it's a holam vav, hoshiv. And this is the same through all the forms, hoshiva, hoshavat, hoshavta. That's going to be all the way down. So when you see a word that starts with hey, holam vav, that is a tip-off to you that this is a Hiphil verb and it's a first yod verb. So that, yeah, if you can memorize that diagnostic, then that should tip you off immediately. That's what you're dealing with. So when you're working through your translation, you write out Hiphil, and then you'll be able to identify the root because you'll know that that vav was a yod, and then you write out your root and figure out your meaning that you have. So let's look at this example from 1 Samuel 9. Let me read it, and then we'll work through the translation. Okay. Vehoshia et ami miyad pelishtim. Okay, so Vehoshia, that's just the first vav is just the conjunction, so that's just and. And then we have the verb, Hoshia. So that's our first, that's our verb, that's our Hiphil verb. So looking at that, can you tell what the root would be? What do you think the root would be? Well, we're doing our first yod, first vav, so this is actually yasha. So the root is yod, shen, ayin, to save or to deliver. So the yod has reverted back to the vav, and so we see vehoshia, and he delivered. Okay, so this is another verb that appears, I guess it appears in the call. Yeah, he delivered. Maybe, so the Hiphil, it's more like he caused to deliver, but that kind of has the same sense. So you could use the call or the Hiphil, I think, for to say he delivered. And then, well, maybe not. Well, anyway, okay, so it's causative and it's from to deliver. So he caused to deliver. Let's just keep it at that. Then et ami, so et is our direct object marker again. Ami, hopefully we recognize that. So the would be people, and then the e, the Hiphil Yod, is our first common singular suffix, so that's my people. So he caused to deliver my people, miyad. Now what do we have here? What this is, yad, you should recognize definitely, hand, and then the mi on the front. You see the dagesh in the yod there? So this is really the preposition min, and the nun has assimilated, and it's there in the yod though. So miyad is from a hand. And then Pelishtim, this is actually the word for the Philistines. So what we have is, and he caused to deliver my people from the hand. There's no the, but we could say the Philistines. And so it's probably better to say, and he delivered my people from the hand of the Philistines. Yeah, so there you have a good example of a verb that appears in the Hiphil a lot that's going to do this yod reverting back to a vav thing.